Hey, this is Seagrove, and today I'm going over my deck and my run at a cup. So I played Zororoc Control with Lycanroc, the new Lycanroc that removes energies. I've been working on this for a few weeks. I've been testing the best of all of my decks in my online testing, which is great. And yeah, so I really liked it. Then it won Seniors OCIC. Hopefully we're going to have an interview for that coming up. But anyways, it did. I was really pleased with it, but then I saw his list and I played it a couple times, and our lists are really different, but there were three cards that I wanted from his, so I made those three changes. It was I think he played a Faba. Anyways, I decided on Faba, and Team Skullgrunt. I don't know why I didn't have that in there, and a switch over in a skateboard because I have so many people that have two retreat. Switch is just better. I decided on Faba because I took out an enhanced hammer for it because I was like, well, I can still get special energies and I can get rid of any Prism Star stadiums, which is not the case, but I did not realize that at the time when I put it in. Yeah, so game one, I played against Malamar, and it was pretty close, but he ended up scooping a little bit before time was called. I was going to win in like I had 3 prizes left. He had 4 prizes left. He couldn't take a prize, and I had it. So he just went ahead and scooped. Game 2, I played against Gardevoir, and we both drew really poorly. But like she went into a Vulpix and beaconed, and all I had was energy removal. I had a Zorua and an Oranguru. So she beacons. I evolved to Zororoc, attached DC, hit it for 40 damage. Then she evolves, gets out of Gardevoir, Cynthia's, and just like she found like 1 energy, but I had all this energy removal. Or maybe she found 2 energy, but I had all this energy removal. It did not matter. And then so I'd hit the Vulpix for 40. The next turn I hit it for 20 because now it resists. The turn after that I hit it for 20, and I'm like trading and just can't find anything. The next turn I finally get a Zorua. I trade into a Zorua, put it down, so I hit for 40. And then the next turn I get an Elm. But I had all this energy removal, so she wasn't able to get the start hitting me with the Alolan Ninetales. So I 5-shotted an Alolan Ninetales, which was one of the highlights of the tournament for me. It was just kind of funny. Then the next round, I played against another Malamar, and both Malamars, Girafarig was definitely the MVP, like because both of them were Ultra Necrozma. So when they'd hit, they would discard all these Psychics. So I would like Lycanroc or Enhanced or Crashing Hammer to get rid of the metal or Plumeria, and then get lost all their Psychic, and eventually I just run them out of energy. I was worried about that matchup, but it ended up being pretty good. And then I just ID'd my next 2, and then I was in because I was 3-0 at that point. And then in Top Cut, first round I played against a friend who was playing Zapdos, and he did not draw super well. I won 2-0, and then we played a third game for fun, and he beat me in the third game. But yeah, he just didn't draw that well, and like prized really poorly on the first game, especially. Like he kept whiffing energy. It was really weird. He's playing 9, but anyways, he prized a lot in the first game, and then the second game he didn't, but couldn't hit energy. So yeah, so I won that. And then I played another friend in top 4, and he was playing Blacephalon, which I was really worried about that matchup. Probably the one I was the most worried about. And I think I could have done more with Girafarig. But game 1, it was pretty back and forth. Wondrous Labyrinth really came in clutch, and then he got rid of it, but couldn't get the knockout, so he sort of spread out his energy. And then I hit a Super Scoop Up, played down Articuno, got 2 Rainbow Energies on the Articuno, and then attached the third one and one-shot his Blacephalon for game for 260. The next games, he wasn't ready for that, but the next games he played down a Muck pretty early. And yeah, so he won both of the next 2. It was a really tough matchup. Again, I think I should have played more with my Girafarig than I did. Maybe even a corner play I had in game. I may have had a corner play in game 2 and just didn't really think about it. But yeah, that was my tournament. I don't think I think this deck is pretty good. I don't think my list is necessarily like, if I were building this, if I were you and I'm like, hey, I want to play this deck, I would start with the OCIC one, and then look at mine and see if there's anything in mine you want to add in. But I just think his deck is, I'm sure he put more time into it, and obviously winning Seniors OCIC is better than League Cup. So yeah, it's a fun deck. I think it's definitely got a place in the meta, but yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and shout out to my subscribers and my patrons. Really appreciate you guys. Peace. Shout out to my patrons, Caleb Vance, Dan Nelson, Pokestats. Thank you guys so much. And Alex Haney and Daniel. Appreciate it a lot. Steve, Enrico, Jess Swinson, Stefan Ivanov, Cecil, Gabe, Will, and Brian. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, supporting me, and helping me continue to produce content, which I believe is beneficial for people who are watching. Thanks again. Peace out.